The following table gives the annual salaries of 40 dancers in a certain troupe, a dancing troupe. Okay, so here's 17,000, 2 dancers make that. 21,000, 4 dancers make that salary. 27,000, 2 dancers, etc. So you see the different dancers and the salaries they make. How many dancers and the salaries they make. All right. So now they want us to calculate, for starters, the mean salary, then the median, then the mode. So how do we find the mean? Well, you know the mean. These are 3 different kinds of averages. Basically, we're trying to figure out what's the average salary of the dancers among these 40 dancers in this certain dancing troupe. What's the average salary? Well, there's 3 ways we can figure average. One of them is mean. Mean is always the total of all the numbers divided by the number of numbers, the number of values, right? So to total, let me see, there's 2 dancers making 17,000. So I'm going to have to take 17 plus 17. I'll do the 1,000 later. And then 4 dancers making 21,000. 21 plus 21 plus 21 plus 21. Now, I hope you're thinking, there's a better way, Mr. Heron. We don't need to go 17 plus 17 and 21 added 4 times. You know this is 2 times 17, and this is 4 times 21, etc. So let's do that. Let's save some effort. We just need to take 2 17s, 4 21s, right? Keep going. 2 27s, 4 36s, 13 37s, 3 45s, 3 50s, 6 80s, and 3 140s. And then divide all that by the total number. N is the total number of dancers, which we already know is 40. So there we go. So use your calculator, multiply all those numbers together. I'm going to do that as well. And I'm getting 1982. Now, this is 1,000. I'll throw the zeros back on now. Divided by 40. I'm getting 49,550. That is the average salary, the mean salary, which is a kind of average, the average we're used to, the average salary among the dancers in that troupe. So we would say the average salary, I think thinking about joining this dance team, what's the average salary? Well, the average salary is $49,550. Some people make way less than that. Some people make way more than that. But the average is $49,550. Now, that's one kind of an average. Another kind of average is median. So let's do that down here on part B. The median, salary. Now, how do you do the median? So for the median, we know that you have to order them lowest to highest. That's step 1. And then step 2, if you have an odd amount, an odd amount, then you take the one number in the middle. Because if you have an odd number, like we have an odd number of fingers, 5 fingers, if you count our thumb, then we have a middle finger. We have 1 in the middle because we have 5 fingers. But if you have an even amount, like if we only had 4 fingers, then we would not have 1 in the middle. We'd have 2 in the middle. So if you have an even amount of numbers, you take the two numbers in the middle, you add them, and divide by 2. You take the two numbers in the middle. Now, our numbers are pretty much already listed out in order, right? This is the lowest, and then the next. But there's not just one of these, and one of these, there's two 17,000s, four 21,000s, etc. So how do you find well, first off, how many are there? There's 40. So there's 40, so that's an even amount. So we've got to take the two numbers in the middle. We've got to find the two numbers in the middle. How do we do that? Well, the way to find the two numbers in the middle, it's going to be, if you have 40 numbers, if you take 40 and divide by 2, that's going to be 20. So now you think, well, that's just one number. Yeah, it means it's going to be the 20th and the 21st will be in the middle. Now, how do I know they're in the middle? Because there's 19 before, right? 1 through 19 come before 20. And there's 19 after. How do you know? Because 21 plus 19 gets to the 40th, right? 21. After 21, there's 19 more. So 20 and 21 must be the actual middle. Those two must be the two in the middle because there's 19 before them, right? 19 numbers before 20. And 19 numbers after 21, because 21 plus 19 gets you to the 40th number. So 20 and 21, the 20th and the 21st, must be the two numbers in the middle. We need to take those two numbers in the middle, add them, and divide by 2. So how do we find the 20th and 21st numbers? Well, this is the first two numbers. This goes up to the 6th number, right? Two numbers here and four numbers there. Two more. This gets up to the 8th number. Add 4 more. This gets all the way to the 12th number. Add 13 more. This gets all the way to the 25th number. So we just went past the 20th number and the 21st number, didn't we? We just went past them because we went from the 12th all the way to the 25th. So that means all these $37,000s, these $37,000 salaries, there's 13 of them. They start after the 12th number and go all the way to the 25th number. So both the 20th and the 21st must be $37,000. Add them, divide by 2. Of course, you're just going to get 37,000 because the average of 37 and 37,000 is 37,000. So that must be the median salary. 37,000. That's the median salary on this data set. How did we get that? We realized you put them in order. They already were in order, and you got to take, if there's an even amount, the two middle numbers. We found the 20th and 21st were the two middle numbers because there's 19 before and 19 after. We got that by 40 divided by 2 is 20. Took the 20th and the next one, 20th and 21st. We found the 20th and 21st by just going through the list up to the 2nd, 6th, 8th, 12th, 25th. So that means in this neighborhood, both the 37,000s are both 20th and 21st numbers. So 37,000 is the average salary by median. Now the last part, they say find the average salary by mode. Remember what mode is? Mode is the value that occurs the most. What number occurs the most? There's 13 37,000s. So that is the same answer. 37,000 is also the mode because it's the number that occurs the most. So if you ask, what's the average salary? What's the average salary? What answer did we get up here? We got 49,550. The average salary, well, if the average mean, add them up and divide, it came out 49,550. The median is 37,000 when you put them in order, and the mode, the one that occurs the most, is also 37,000. They're all different kinds of averages, giving you a feel of the middle of the data set, the middle of all these salaries. That's how we do that. There we go.